Hi.
One.
Just one.
Alrighty, if you'd like to follow me. Alrighty, sir, you are all set up.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Hey, good afternoon. Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, could I have a Coors Light?
Closest thing I got is water.
I'll take it.
That's all right. You like any more time with the menu, sir? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. What can I get for you?
I'd like the high pivot 4-bar, please.
Absolutely. And how do you like your axle path?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. How about pedal kick?
No pedal kick.
All right.
Nice. So for the past month, I've been riding these two frames back to back on a variety of different tracks, and both of them have their strengths and weaknesses. I've been timing all my runs and pretty much setting up the same test session where I'll do 10 runs in a day, 2 warm-up runs, and then 2 on one bike, 2 on the other, 2 on the first bike, 2 on the other. And I'll start on whatever bike the last time I finished on. So sometimes I'll start on the high pivot, sometimes the low pivot. That way I'm not just getting faster throughout the day. I tried to pick shorter tracks just so I could be more consistent with my riding, generally from a minute to a minute and a half section of trail. And the bikes are never either really that far off. Even in the biggest differences, I've noticed a second and a half between the two bikes. So both are right there, even in tracks that suit the other one. And the results are kind of as expected. The high pivot is faster when you're off the brakes, straightaways, and the rougher the better. It just kind of makes the trail feel more comfortable as you're riding it. And the low pivot to me feels like it turns a lot better. It's a more efficient bike. If you ever need to push in and generate speed pumping or hop over things, it's much quicker at that. And the low pivot just feels faster. It feels, and maybe that's because it's more unstable and more efficient, but it feels like you can just generate speed a lot quicker on it. It's more nimble. Now, with that said, most World Cup tracks I've ridden, you feel on the verge of explosion. You're going super fast and you want to have that extra comfort. That's something to definitely consider. I'm gonna keep my testing going over the next couple weeks. We got a couple races coming up pre-season that I'll be able to ride both bikes before deciding a final direction. But to me, my initial thought is, personally, I could gain speed cornering more than I can riding in rough stuff. Pretty good at fast rough sections, and I could make a lot of ground cornering. So if the low pivot is faster at that, then I think it suits my weaknesses pretty well. And the bike's less complicated and less things that could go wrong. So I tried to make the two bikes as similar as possible just to have an apples to apples comparison. The only thing that's changed on the construction of the two frames is the main pivot yoke is designed to use an idler pulley, and pretty much reverse engineered Trek's idler pulley mount. Took a bunch of pictures of it and made one that's very similar. So the main pivot moves up and the rocker link is different. Everything else on the two frames is exactly the same. Sorry it's so dark. We've been riding all day, trying to get it in before the end of the day. Finished a lot of days like this. But we'll keep on testing. We'll race the bike at these next two races in Costa Rica and see what the results show.
Una, dos y... Yeah! 1, 2, 3, ¡Cabulla!